It's the second most wonderful time of the year, tax season. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. As we are approaching tax season, I thought it would only be appropriate for me to interview Andy Panko, a fellow CFP and the starter of the Tax Efficient Retirement Planning Movement, TERP. He has Taxes in Retirement, a Facebook community talking about taxes in retirement, and also he owns the Tenon Financial Planning. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the forms that you're going to be receiving and you need to file your taxes. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for a regular, pleasant financial conversation. All right, Andy, since you're an enrolled agent and have a little savvy with tax planning, I thought it only appropriate for you to help us with this question, because I often get clients who wonder, of the tax forms that they receive, so much mail coming their direction, what forms do they actually need, and where are the numbers on the statement in case they get asked by their CPA? So, can you go over each of the forms that we need for a pre-retiree or a typical retiree that they would be using and turning over to their CPA?
Sure, Liz. There's a few important tax forms most near retirees or retirees will have. If you're still working, you'll probably have a form W-2 that shows your total wages and taxes withheld by your employer. Or if you're retired and receiving Social Security, you'll get from the government a form SSA-1099 that'll show your total Social Security received and any taxes withheld against it. Also, in either case, you'll probably have other forms of 1099 as well. For example, if you have a pension, IRA, or annuity you're receiving money from, you'll get a 1099-R. And if you have a regular brokerage account, you'll also receive a 1099 from that broker, showing all the taxable activity of anything in that account during the year.
Oh, well, looky there. I've got the W-2 form and the Social Security form right here. So maybe you could just take it from me and point out the numbers so that our viewers would know exactly where to find the numbers. Here, let's give it a whirl. Will you look at this for me?
All right, let's look to see what we have here. Right, so first is your SSA 1099. The important numbers to look for here are box 5. This will be the total benefits you receive throughout the year. Box 6 will be the income tax you had withheld and paid to the government during the year. And if you're on Medicare as well, the information in box 3 here will show the Medicare premiums that were paid. Let's see, what else do we have? And then here is your W-2. So now box 1 will show your total wages for the year. Box 2 will show the federal income tax withheld. And if you had state tax withheld, that'll be shown in box 17.
Fantastic. So helpful. Now let's keep the ball rolling and look at those 1099s. Here they are.
All right, let's see what else we have here. Liz, I could be wrong, but this kind of looks like a takeout menu.
Well, at least it's good food. Try these.
Okay, let's look at the, Liz, unfortunately, I don't think you gave me the right papers, but on the bright side, I don't think you have to worry about returning that tape to Blockbuster anymore.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, last try.
All right, yes, these look much better, thank you. So this is your 1099 from your broker, for example. If you have stocks or mutual funds that pay dividends, the dividends paid throughout the year will be shown here. And similarly, there's a section for interest paid, like if you own bonds in your account. And then, every time you sell something during the year, this section here will summarize all of your gains and losses. And it'll summarize them as either short-term or long-term. So short-term gains or losses are when you sell something that you held for 12 months or less. And long-term is if you sell something you held for more than 12 months.
Thank you for that. Now let's look at the other 1099 that you can receive for an IRA.
Right, so that'll be your 1099-R. And again, those are anytime you have distributions or income from pensions, annuities, or IRAs. In this case, I see you have a 1099-R here from your IRA. If you look at this, boxes 1 and 2 show the total distribution and the amount of it that's taxable. Box 4 shows a federal income tax withheld, if any. And if you had state taxes withheld as well, that'll be shown in box 12. So as you can see, even though they may look a little intimidating, these forms are actually pretty straightforward and not that scary. With that said, you know I love me some tax forms, Liz. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for walking through all of that with us, Andy. So good to have you here on Pleasant Financial Conversations. For you, our viewers, if you are looking for answers to some of those taxes that you might bump into in retirement or questions about accounts, check out the Facebook group Taxes in Retirement. Great resource for you that Andy runs there. And then if you are looking for a pleasant financial conversation or ready to take the next steps towards your retirement, you're always welcome to reach out, pleasantwealth.com, to get in touch, and I'll look forward to having that conversation. Until next time, friends, you take care.